Hey folks, Mike Benzine here, and welcome to Thursday night, VIR Supercars Americas Week 11. We're back at VIR. Haven't been here in a while. I'm trying to think. I feel like I ran these cars here at some point. I don't have notes from it. It might have been one of the tracks that we did wet weather testing in the preseason for last season. Anyway, great turnout tonight. We got 33 cars, so just a split. I think our limit is 32. I'm gonna say that this, based on the fact that I'm car number 2, I'm gonna say that this is split 2. But yeah, it's cool. It would have been awesome to get a full 32 car field out here tonight, just because this place is so complex and it's pretty decently sized, 3¼ miles. It would have been fun, but yeah, this will be pretty decent too. Car feels good. It's just lacking in grip overall. It's very slidey. It's not really like loose or tight. I mean, the rear end will get loose if I get stupid with it, but just overall, just a lack of grip. So yeah, I'm not gonna say there's no chance I couldn't spin or slide or get an off track or do something stupid tonight. It's definitely there, but I think the bigger concern tonight is just going to be keeping the tires under the car. I did one practice run that was like 11 laps. We're supposed to run 22 laps tonight. I did like an 11 lap half race distance run, and I think the right side tires got down to like into the 70s for tread life, which is actually pretty significant. So, I don't know. We'll see. Let's just get the thing through qualifying first, see where we line up on the grid, and we'll go from there. Looking like 6th. I did leave some time on the table. My first lap, I didn't even make the first turn. It locked up so bad. Slid right off the track, so kind of regrouped and put in a solid second lap. I could definitely be faster. It's more than a second to the guy behind me, so I'm feeling pretty good about holding 6th. If we could get a top 5 tonight, that'd be pretty cool. Best case scenario, podium, but some stuff would have to happen. So, we'll see. I don't think I could drive my way to a podium, but I might be able to luck my way into one.
You'll have to stop for more fuel before the race is over. Half the field is on the grid. 5 cars left to grid. Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid. Everyone's gridded. Green. Car right. Still there. Car on your left. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Right side. 2 wide. Car right. 2 wide. Still there. Hold your line. Clear. You're in 4th position. More laps.
Who was that number 14?
Nice save, Christian.
The next car's the leader. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Right side. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right.
You should get a good run then, Mike.
I'm coming out of the pit.
Be aware of the leaders.
You're now in third.
Appreciate it, bud. Thank you.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Thank you.
Cheers, buddy. Sorry about that.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Sorry about that, Pete.
I think I can undercut Darren. We'll see. I don't know what happened to Cooper. The radio's catching us. I figured he'd eat us up. He might have just been sitting back there.
Move it, move it. Left side. Clear on the left. The leader's pitting now. Car right. Clear on the right. You're back in fifth. The leader's pitting now. Ten to go, this time by. You're back in third. Keep hustling. Got a slow car on the left. car's the leader. The leader's pitting now. Nice and smooth, you're running second. The next car's the leader.
So you're a lap down. Would you mind letting me get by so I can go off to number 8?
Michelle will let you buy it south, and I'll let you buy up the straight.
10-4. Thanks, Harry. Appreciate it. I'll push for you.
Yeah, go get him, Brian.
No expected change in conditions. 5 laps to go. You've got about 5 laps of fuel. You've got 2 laps to go. Right side. Still there. Clear.
Sorry about the bump, mate.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left. You just got the white flag.
All good,
That
man.
means 1 more lap to go. You're in first.
Damn it, can't believe
You
I
have
threw that
about
away.
1 lap of fuel left.
Good race, Win. There, Mike. Good race.
Yeah,
Yes!
that was a great race, guys. Well done.
You won. You drove a great
Nice
race.
undercutting the pits, Mike.
Oh, that was fun. Good race, guys. That was awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were going to get us in the undercut, but I think we both made a mistake on, I think, your first lap out of the pits, and yeah, that was enough to get you back in there.
Yeah, I definitely made a few mistakes along the way, especially that last one there. Dadgummit.
I saw you do that. I don't even remember. I might have been right around the pit stop, but I wasn't close enough to do anything about it. And then I saw you swing way wide just as we were coming up over the hill. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, that turn there has gotten me a couple times tonight. Yeah, just one too many apparently. But yeah, that was a lot of damn fun with you all.
No, really good fun. That was great and nice and clean. Good race, everybody. Sorry about the incident earlier, Peter. I didn't mean to use you like a berm. Yeah, tricky little off-camera corner that one, Rich. It kind of goes away from you as well.
Yeah, and once the front tires lose the grip as the track falls away, that's my problem. So if I don't get it slowed down enough before that, then yeah, obviously you just kind of keep going.
Yeah, agreed.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2,
What happened to Christian there?
right here.
Yeah, that I don't know, because he was, yeah.
I know he went flying through the S's. He saved it, but then when we came around, the tree turn where the tree's no longer there, he just kind of gave it up from there, and I don't know what happened to him after that.
Yeah, he gave it up on the straight there to Mike and I as well, just straight after you. And then, yeah, I was watching his lap times, he was back in the 159, so not sure.
Yeah, he must have broke something, because, yeah, he had, like, no top-end speed.
Yeah, that must have been what happened. He went for a ride, that's for sure.
I don't know if the car bottomed out and knocked the splitter off of it, or bent something, or, yeah, because he just died on the backstretch. And that was the last I saw of him.
Yeah, he actually ended up a lap down too, so that's a bit strange. But thanks for a good season, guys. I'm away next week, so I don't get to get that one. But yeah, we'll have another crack next season.
Sounds good. Glad to have you.
Hopefully we'll see you again, bud.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Holy crap! Oh, that was good. I was not expecting to come out of here with a win. Oh, that race was fun. And I did not have a perfect car, but it was good enough. Oh, that was a good run. Oh, my God. Yeah, I knew the undercut on Darren was going to be tight. Well, going back even further than that, I don't recognize the name Cooper Sloan. But when we first took off and we had our little 4-car breakaway with me at the tail end of it, for like the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 laps, something like that, we're just kind of tooling around, and I checked the relative and I saw that 5th place was like 4 or 5 seconds back, so I'm like, okay, it's going to be a 4-car race. And I was fine with that. And I'm like, hey, I'm in the top 5. I felt like I had a solid shot at a top 5, and there it was. Like those other guys said, oh, Christian was actually still connected. I thought he would have left. Well, no, if he only finished a lap down. Anyway. Oh, where was I? Yeah, so we went on like a 4-car run. Who was that? It was me, Rich, Darren, and I think it was Christian. Yeah, then Christian had his issue, whatever that was, which sucked, because I figured Christian, I think he started from the pole, didn't he? Yeah. I figured he would have just walked off, because I know he's quicker than I am. He can be. So I figured he would just lead the way and, leave the rest of us to fight over the bottom 2/3 of the podium. Yeah, I never saw what actually happened. Rich said he went for a ride going up the hill through the chicane, or through the S's. I think I was focused on, it was probably Darren, and just trying to maintain my own line. It's so tight with these things through there. You really got to focus on what you're doing. You can't really pay attention to what's going on in front of you or even around you. So, yeah, I heard Rich mention something that Christian made some epic save. I'm like, okay. But, yeah, we got up to Oak Tree and then down the back straight, and, yeah, Christian, it's like his throttle didn't open all the way or something. We just blew past him, and he kind of hung with us for like a second gap for, I don't know, a lap or two. And then, yeah, he kind of fell off the face of the earth and we never saw him again. So then it was just me, Rich, and Darren. I'm following Darren for third, and I probably could have passed him out on track, but it would have required some help. He would have had to bobble, or I would have had to have a really good run or something. I don't think I was in a position. I didn't have enough car to actually attack him. But I did feel like I was lapping faster than he was. So I looked at my notes. I looked at my fuel mileage, and I'm like, well, I'll try and pit this thing like as early as I can get. I guessed on how much fuel to add in the car. Because when I spend the whole race behind somebody else, it screws up my fuel mileage because I'm getting fuel mileage numbers in a draft, and this place has got some long straightaways, so I can't rely on that. So I just kind of like guessed how much fuel to put in the car. I ended up with like a lap too much, which is fine. I typically like to finish with like a quarter, half a lap, but we can finish with a whole lap's worth of extra fuel in the car. I don't even know what that's worth. Well, I could probably figure it out. I think I was getting like 1.10 gallons per lap. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I felt confident that if I put in a good in lap, had a good pit stop, and put in a killer out lap, I could get ahead of Darren on the undercut. Managed to do that. He came out right behind me, and then I came out, I ended up right behind Rich Jameson. So then it was us two after the pit stop, and he'd kind of pull out on me, and I'd have a couple of good laps and reel him back in. I'm like, boy, something would have to happen. Yeah, and then it might have been right after a couple laps after the pit stop. Yeah, after the back straight, we came up off the crest of that hill, and I saw him go way wide and get way sideways. But I was probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 car lengths back, so I couldn't do anything with it. And the way that his car moved, I could see that he was getting loose, like he was oversteering into the turn. So I knew if anything was going to happen, he was going to come shooting across the track, and we would meet in the middle. So it's like, I'll keep that in the back pocket. Even if I was up on him, I don't think I could have done anything about it. So, yeah, 2 laps to go. I follow him down the back straight, and it's the exact same thing, but I'm a lot closer. So I'm like, when his car swings off to the right, when he goes to save it, I'm going to shoot my nose in there and see if I can get it to fit. And it went. And I didn't need a second invitation. I stood on the gas, and I was just gone. I was worried that he would be able to get me at Oak Tree. That's where I was really struggling tonight, was getting off of Oak Tree. And I've always had a hard time getting off of that turn, and this is no different. Rich's car was doing some pretty good exits off of Oak Tree, enough that's how he got the gap to me in the first place. Is the end of the back straight is a really good passing opportunity if you can follow the guy down the back straight, and I couldn't, because he would always get a little bit better run than me off of Oak Tree, and I could make the distance back up in the draft, but only back to where I was before. I couldn't, I wasn't close enough to do anything with it, except for that one time. I just happened to be close enough, and he made a slip that I'd seen before, and yeah, no second invitation. Went for it and made the move stick. And then it was just driving my ass off for the last lap and a half. So, oh my God, that was good. I was not expecting a win tonight. I thought I was gonna have an awesome night if I got a podium out of this, but everything just kind of worked. I did say that podium was gonna have to come at the expense of a couple other people, and it kind of worked out that way. Nobody died, but no, that was an awesome race. That was great. That was a ton of fun. Makes me wish that was televised, because, man, if somebody was broadcasting this race, they would have been going nuts. Pass for the lead coming to the white flag? Okay. Oh, that was good. Cool. Alrighty. I'm going to celebrate. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Take it easy. Have a good one.